One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing: make the catch. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got him downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Michigan! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened. And the defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. get things started on this drive from the 24. On the run, it's Dupree. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They'll go to the ground. He's inside the 15. Oh, a lot of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Badger!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Navy is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Air Force. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Wolverines Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
That's the end of the first quarter. Full time, 7-7.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. He's looking deep and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the 1st down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Off play action on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Showing off the arm. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Wolverines will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Spits it out to the back. He's got him this time. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Buys a little extra time. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in down the sideline. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Gets it out quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And That's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's caught. It's Dupree. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Edwards. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the head forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. They get to him as he throws. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end.
He lost one down the sideline. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Badgers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got room on the return. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dupree. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get him?
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Nice job getting to the QB there. The best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But we think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's turning it loose into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now.
Turning it on. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs managed. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Badgers are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Edwards.
They're trailing by 18 to Nebraska. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Edwards. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way. And
he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going.